spend this time with you. I hope I can turn you on.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
Bureau chiefs are. Mary had some of her Lansing bureau chiefs come out to the show in Grand Rapids.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you. Keith and Teresa listen in Key West. Rob is in Marshall, Michigan. Pam and Sharon listen in Grayson, Kentucky. Dennis is in Wartburg, Tennessee. Scott's down in Sarasota, Florida. And on and on and on. And anybody who needs stickers, just got a new batch of Alan Cox Show stickers. You can always hit me up for those. Just shoot me an email at alancoxshow.com. Guardians take 2 of 3 this past weekend. They're still under 500, but plenty of reasons to enjoy watching the Guardians play. 5-0 was the final against Houston yesterday. Tomorrow night, you can take tonight off. Tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, they'll be in San Diego to play the Padres. So those are late games. 9:40 tomorrow night is your first pitch. 9:10 is when pregame coverage will begin here on The Buzzard. Friday on this show, I will be giving away that pair of tickets for Taylor Swift the next night in Pittsburgh. Dads, if you want to win for your daughter or your wife or whatever.
Is that show sold out?
Probably.
Of course it is.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
she destroyed Ticketmaster because everybody was
true.
trying.
There you go. A sold-out show with Taylor Swift at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh on Saturday night. You dads will have to come in your best Taylor Swift getup here at our window on Friday afternoon. I'd like you to email me first, though, so I have a good idea of what's going to be happening. Although I have a feeling this is going to get away from me very quickly. So that's why I'm not, usually I grip the wheel very tightly on things like this. This one, I have a vague idea of where we're going with it, and we'll just see what happens. But you dads, because Sunday is Father's Day, and you could end up winning Father of the Year with this, and the dads were the ones that were hitting me up. So I think they had email? Father's Day. It's Alan at alancoxshow.com.
And how do you spell Alan?
ALON at ALIN.
Don't do that.
COCK. What?
You're just going to ruin everything.
Go to Alan Cox. Google me. Whatever. And if you're a regular listener to this show, you know how to spell my name. If you're not a regular listener to the show, I don't want you to win these tickets. What am I trying to help you for?
But we still want them to show up.
You Johnny-come-lately?
We want a big show. Big show up.
Well, yeah.
There's been people that have, I've seen, write your name, like spell the show name right, but then spell your name wrong.
It's wild.
They'll be like the Alan Cox Show, ALAN, and they'll be like, but Alan, ALLEN, is an idiot. I'm like, how do you do that?
Maybe they're talking about somebody else.
I don't know.
Maybe they're talking about Woody Allen. He's still alive.
Yes, they're probably talking about Woody Allen. Good point. Good point. Alan.
You don't think so? Yeah. Alan, how much does Mary charge to suck on her toes?
You don't get to do that. You want to?
Brian doesn't even get to do that.
$500,000.
He has to pay her $50 a piggy.
$500,000 you can suck on my toes.
I'll do it for $250.
There you go. $500,000 Bill will suck on my toes for $250.
That's why they call him $500,000 Bill.
Wait,
so somebody,
I want them to suck my toes.
Or you want them to suck your toes?
For $250,000. I'm not sucking your toes.
You're gonna pay me $250,000 to suck my toes?
No.
Come on, Bill. We're friends.
Do that.
Bill, how much can?
Because every time I see your toes, I'm like, I hate them.
How much can a listener offer you to suck your toes? Somebody that's got a real foot thing going on.
A male hairy giant foot fetish.
I mean,
well, don't kink shame.
We'll go with I don't know, $60.
$60?
You have to meet a stranger.
That's a little over $10 a pig.
We're gonna do it here in the studio.
Yeah, bring them to your workplace. That's probably better.
Mm-hmm. I make a little money. We get some content.
Yeah, $500,000.
But that's what I'm saying here on the show.
Yeah.
If a listener goes, hey, I'll pay Bill to suck his toes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. $60. There it is.
Wow. You're a cheap date.
Well, when it comes to, I'm doing it for the show, though. It's on the show. We might actually get somebody to do it. If I say something wild, like, $10,000 or something like that, we're not gonna get anybody to do it. But somebody might pay $60 and come suck on my toe on the show, and what an episode.
Have you ever had your toes sucked on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah.
People are doing that to men?
Yeah,
nice.
I've gone out with disgusting women.
But I also
love them all.
every single one of them is an angel, and anybody who says otherwise is a scoundrel and a cad.
Wow.
I have beautiful feet for a man, so it's not a lot of. You really don't have to convince somebody to deep throat these piggies.
Every time we talk about sucking toes, it just reminds me of Poundcake saying, "Put them in his mouth like a tape deck."
Right.
We were on the topic of VHSs earlier. Might as well make some use of them.
Yeah.
What about you, Alan? How much money?
To suck on my toes?
For a listener to come suck your toes.
Oh, I don't know. And Bill's right. I mean, it's probably, I don't know.
For whatever
I can do it for free.
For whatever reason, whenever a guy has sucked my toes, it's always been like during.
A guy sucked your toe? Oh, God.
That's so
Who do,
gay.
who do you think is going to show up and pay
God.
to suck your guys' toes?
Oh,
You think
hot women,
a hot female
hot
is going to
girls,
show
Mary.
up? No, absolutely not.
Hot
It's going to be
women.
stripper Scott-esque men showing up to suck on your feet. That's exactly
But
what's
he'll
gonna
be
happen.
dressed as Taylor Swift.
That's all that matters.
Just put a little foot in the Venmo, little foot emoji. Send it on over. We'll get this going.
No, it's only going to be men.
Is that gay?
What? Sucking on another
Like
guy's
if,
toe?
if you're a guy and you let another
A
guy
mouth's
suck
a
on your
mouth, a toe's a toe.
I was gonna say a toe is a toe. I think that's what Wendy Williams used to say back in the day. Instead of us saying a mouth is a mouth, she would say, "Oh, it's a toe is a toe. It's all the same. You can offer a toe if you want. That's not gay."
Now she's not saying much of anything.
Toe up from the flow up.
I actually had a friend text me over the weekend and was like, hey, have you ever done like FJ videos? And I was like, no, like what? I don't do that kind of stuff. Like, no, you cannot pay because he is into feet and he pays for in-person visits with
Foot
girls.
jobs.
I didn't know if I was allowed to say it or not.
Yeah, foot and job are two words that are okay. Yeah.
Well, I can't say B. You know what I mean? Like before it.
That is
so
a very specific. True.
you know.
So
I didn't.
yes, you
one
can't.
word,
Yes, you can't. Correct.
He pays for, he calls them, sessions. That's what he calls them. He calls them in-person sessions with girls.
Who dis?
Well, but the thing is that it can vary where he'll pay for like a foot massage or he'll pay for, I don't want to say the word. I don't like the word. I don't like the word. He'll pay for a
toe job.
massage or a job or whatever it might be or sucking so he pays for like a half-hour session.
He
or
sucks
an
their
hour.
toes.
He does it to them. So
Does he
he's
suck
the-
their toes and then like take care of himself while he's doing it?
He's a
it
reverse
depends.
prostitute.
It
Yeah.
depends. No, he's paying. He's making
He's
them
a
kind of
job.
like prostitutes. They're foot whores, literally.
Yeah.
But he was
That
like,
foot whore Mary.
Foot whore.
he's like, have you ever done any like in-person stuff or videos? And I'm like, no. It would take so much money for me to meet one of these men in person. And that's why I'm like $500,000. I'm not joking about that. Like it would take. I would feel so unsafe. I'd have to have a bodyguard
I
there.
feel like your boyfriend would have to come with you. Like, all right, I'll sit in the car, babe. Do you? If you're
He's
not
too
out,
I
jealous.
would
20
want
minutes.
someone in the room or in the next room or like standing outside the door.
Don't worry,
You
you're
know
on
what I
live
mean?
stream right now. Like,
Right.
You're on whatever cameras they have inside the houses now, the Zoom cameras,
Yeah.
Ring cameras.
Ring
and stuff.
cameras. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there's a whole ring of it. So you guys, if you're interested in some $60 toe sucking, there's people out there who do sessions. Bill and Alan, join the group.
Oh, I
They
know.
come do it on the show though. So they have to be willing to show the world that they are foot suckers
Nasty. Just nasty.
on a global live stream.
A global live stream event.
Would YouTube censor that if we had someone on here sucking someone's toes?
I don't know.
Would they consider that?
Is it
like,
porn?
I mean, to some people, but I don't know. I don't want that in my browser history. I've never looked at toe sucking on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get that screen grab up there for like a.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's got to be, you got to have something to bring people in.
Alan, you're missing the big picture. 1,000 people suck Bill's toes. That's 60 grand.
There you
Yes,
go.
I know how that works.
Well,
Again, the
mine
likelihood of
starts
that.
to the left.
Yep. It's like Mary and her 5,000 CDs. If 1,000 people want to suck Bill's toes for
All right.
$60 a pop, yes, that would be
See
$60,000.
what happens first. I get my toes sucked 5,000 times, or Mary
Sells out of CDs. You might get 2 people to suck your toe as a joke. Like
Bandcamp
ha-ha.
versus Tonely fans, or whatever the foot fetish thing is.
Yeah. Feet Finder. Or santoratoes@gmail.com. Oh, by the way, I have a shoe update.
The same guy?
Yes.
Did he get you the shoes?
So this guy, for those of you who haven't been following the Shoe Saga,
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Alan Cox Show. Exclusive news update.
So there was this guy who is newer. I have a couple regular dudes that have stuck around for a year. This guy's a newer guy, and he was like, hey, I want to pamper you. I want to send you shoes. And he sent me to Louis Vuitton, and he was like, pick out 3 pair of shoes and 3 bags to match. So I did, and I sent him like all the list. Hey, here's everything I want. It was like $17,000. And he was like, I didn't hear from him. Then he was like, oh, they sent them to my house on accident. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to reship them. So it never happened, right? Well, he pays for my pedicures. I sent him a picture last week, and he's like, you are always wearing the same sandals. I was like, yeah, I really only have 1 pair of sandals. And then he sent me a confirmation email from Nordstrom that was like, they're not Louis Vuitton. They're Tory Burch, which are still $150 sandals. And it was like, your Tory Burch sandals are now on the way. And he sent them, and supposedly they are waiting at my P.O. box. So I have to go check that. But one of the pairs he might have come through with, right? So he sends that confirmation email. I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Can't wait. I'll send you pictures as soon as I get them, right?
But it's not Louis Vuitton.
It's not Louis Vuitton. So they're still not cheap sandals, but they're
Couple
not
$100.
they're not $1,700 sandals,
Correct.
right? So then he goes, we need to get you a white pair now because the pair that he sent me was black. So I sent him a couple pairs of white shoes that I liked, and he ordered 4 more pair of shoes. Sent me the confirmation email. Again, same thing where it was like, hey, here's your tracking number. Here's your shipping number. Everything's already paid for. And I was like, oh my God, this dude actually bought me 5 pair of shoes. Like, I have all the information. I have a delivery date. And then this morning, I got back-to-back emails that both of the orders were canceled. And so
this dude
thinking
gets
you were gonna
horned
put
up.
out.
This guy gets horned up. Says he's gonna send you the stuff, and just the getting the email that said thank you. He's like, and then he cancels
it's
it.
gone through. I can see
Right,
his
he
credit
orders
card,
it and then
it's-
cancels it.
So then I sent him screenshots. I was like, hey, I woke up to this morning, not really sure what happened or why the shoe orders got canceled.
He's like, you didn't pay for anything, bitch.
Well, no, he was like, oh, I don't know why that's so weird. I reordered the 1 pair with express shipping, so you should get those this week. I'll work on the other 3 pair. I got to call Dillard's or whatever. And I was like, okay, so
Dillard's.
yeah, these ones
Sounds
were
like a
Michael
Dillard.
Kors. Well, these ones were Michael Kors, so they're still a $200 pair of wedges. They're not Louis Vuittons, but yeah. So 1 pair has been delivered, and the other pair is supposed to be express shipped this week. But there was an order with 3 pair that got canceled. But he's saying it wasn't his fault, that he entered his information wrong and he has to reorder it. So
Well,
we'll
listen,
see.
you're not out anything, right?
No,
I mean,
but this has been a whole saga. I have
yes,
people.
It has been a saga.
I have people responding to my Instagram messages like, "Did you ever get your shoes? What happened?"
Yeah, asking me
with the
too.
It's a
shoes?
flex.
Yeah, so the 1 pair should be there. I'm gonna go check it tomorrow, and we'll see.
What if he dials it back consistently where you end up with a pair of flip-flops from TJ Maxx?
Yeah, right. Or the $1 Old Navy flip flops. I don't even know if they still make those anymore.
Nordstrom rack, it's got a bunch of markdown tags on
Someone's dog chewed on them.
Yeah. My shoe update is this very handsome silver fox ordered me a pair of Jordans on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, you ordered your
I
own shoes.
bought my own shoes.
Did it go through or did it came?
Oh, it went through. They are shipped.
There you go.
They are shipped.
So we'll see. We'll see if it happens. I'm
it.
gonna go
Ellen,
check
tell Mary that I will buy all of her CDs for one of her toes in Bill's mouth.
I'm fine with that.
Oh, you're spending that money with me. I don't want to suck your dirt toe.
Yeah, first of all, my feet are immaculate.
Yeah.
Second of all,
Dirt.
70-30. I'll give you 70-30 split.
Bet. Let's do it.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, I'll do it for that.
All right, listener. Send me
70-30.
an email. Mary at
70-30
Alan Cox
split.
Show.
Yep, there you
We'll
go.
make this happen.
How much would all your CDs
What if you
run?
like it?
I do like it. Not from you, but in general.
you're
Like,
gonna
that's
like
the thing
it
I'm
from me.
into. Stop! Oh my God, I didn't think about that. If it like turns me on, oh no.
I'm
That'll
gonna change
ruin
the
it.
subject now.
Very
I'm gonna change the subject now. That would ruin it. That would ruin our friendship.
I got that 30%. I'm happy.
I don't know.
I
if
can
it's
look
worth
past
it.
it. I have the ability to just compartmentalize or whatever. I can do anything when it comes to having sex and then just acting like it never happened. I'm very good at that.
That's his superpower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's creepy. Maybe.
I'm gonna change the subject
Okay,
now.
okay, go ahead. Change the
No.
subject.
No, it's, listen.
By 5,000 CDs.
5,000 CDs. What are you selling for? 20 a piece?
I normally do, yeah. I normally do 20.
All right. So there's no way to know what the math is on that.
Don't worry about it.
Nope. Alan Mel Gibson sounds a lot like Jenna. That is true.
Oh, wow.
Could she be? Is there any chance that she's one of his?
She's Mel Gibson?
Not that she's him, but maybe they're, we were talking about our family trees, our long lost relatives that we've never met. And could we be? And could they be? Wow. I don't know. Something to consider. I've got to take a break. If you want to get the last word in, send me a text 35192 to do that. No Guardians tonight. You're going to get the Corey Roddick experience right in your face right after 6:30 tonight. We'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app.
Or whatever smart device you have.
Just tell it